Welcome back to another episode of JailBreak Overlander. I'm Richie, and this is JailBreak. And this week, in this episode, I'm going to take a 23-year-old Toyota Land Cruiser from the Atlantic Ocean all the way out to the Pacific, specifically the Oregon coastline. It's a long ride, and in this video, I'm going to show you some pretty amazing footage, but I'm also going to show you how tedious it can be driving and living out of a 23-year-old Land Cruiser. It's a long trip. It's nothing like an airplane, and it takes 4 to 5 days to make it from East Coast to West Coast. So sit back, relax, and check this out. So here it is. Here's a good majority of my life. Behind the steering wheel, looking through the windshield, basically chasing the horizon. A lot of times I drive day and night for days at a time simply to get where I'm going. And it can get tedious, but I still do it. Through bad weather, through bad drivers, day and night, chasing the sun. Once in a while, you have to find yourself a little oasis. And right in the middle of America, I found this one. A simple truck stop. So I pulled over, decided to launch the drone, and make myself something to eat, which I did. Now, as mundane as farmland can be from the highway, when you look at it from the air, it's an entirely different thing. You can watch the wind playing with the corn, an unseen force moving along in a very fluid fashion. It just makes it that much more beautiful. Seeing farms like this, I love this stuff. I live for this stuff. Absolutely beautiful. And again, this is several miles off the highway. Most people would never actually see this. This is America, right here. As relaxing as that was, it was time to hit the highway again. The further west I went, the darker the skies got. The wildfire smoke was starting to make itself evident. I could still see the sun, I could still see the horizon, as difficult as it was, so I pushed on, found myself a camping spot for the night, and hit the sack. In the morning, I noticed this group of bridges from the highway, and I had to pull over and investigate. It was a large river gorge that had a couple of really old bridges on it, and I happen to love bridges. Something about them I've always loved since I was a kid. So again, I launched the drone and started to investigate. The perspective a drone gives you is unlike anything else. As epic as that was, it was time to continue pushing west. But this time I could see the mountains, and I knew I was finally going to be able to get off-road. It would be my first time since I rolled out of Boston, Massachusetts, and boy, was this phenomenal. Just outside Yellowstone Park, this was Clark's Gorge, an amazing river and an amazing mountain valley. I put the drone up, and it was difficult editing this because I wanted to put all the footage in, but the video would be just too long. It was utterly outstanding. I didn't see very many people, and sadly, I didn't see all that many animals. I had the entire valley to myself. It was absolutely epic. Driving through passes like this, you can't help but think about the cowboys that were bringing cattle, sheep, or simply looking for gold and silver. Only 100 years ago. We have the luxury of using heavily modified, gasoline-powered vehicles to push through here. And these guys were on horseback, muleback, or simply on foot. It's something to keep in mind because it's what built this country, and way too many people don't even think of that anymore. And that kind of makes me sad. It's amazing out here. Absolutely amazing. You feel so small. The mountain ranges are phenomenal and powerful at the same time. The wind coming through this valley can literally break your windshield. It's beautiful, and everyone should find themselves here at some point in life. Here's a little perspective. There's my great big truck, looking like a peanut down there. As amazing as that was, it was once again time to hit the highway. I was pushing to the Oregon coast and had to make it there. So it was pedal down again, chasing the sun, going towards the horizon. After driving for a full day, I noticed a rest stop and pulled over. I noticed something here I had never seen before, and it was an absolute overabundance of grasshoppers or locusts. I'm from the city. We don't see this stuff. This was enough where I actually went back to the truck, grabbed a camera to videotape it. There were thousands of them. It was unbelievable. I had never seen such a thing. I wouldn't say it was biblical, but it definitely freaked me out. I jumped back in the truck and had to wait as a train went by. Now, like bridges, like farmhouses, I happen to love trains, so I pulled out the camera and videotaped it. There's a lot of trains out west, and they seem to go on forever. Just make sure you wait for the train, because this is the last guy that didn't. These were some beautiful farmhouses I saw out on the prairies or mountain valleys. Absolutely astounding, and it makes me wonder if the people that live here even realize how amazing these places are. America is an enormous place, and so many people will never see this, and that really makes me sad. I do this for my subscribers that can't get out anymore. I've been doing this for at least a decade, and recently started videotaping this just so people that can't get out can see what's still out there. It's an amazing country. It really, really is. Americans have become spoiled, sadly. But again, it was time to hit the road, and I did, chasing my shadow towards the horizon, as always, heading west. There were storm clouds gathering, so I pulled over for the night, popped the top, and hit the rack. These were almost otherworldly clouds. These are the kind of clouds you only see out west. Once again, it was back in the driver's seat, on the highway, heading west. Big sky country. It's a very rare thing I find myself in traffic. Most of the time when I'm traveling alone. I pulled over to videotape these in Washington State because these clouds look like nothing I had ever seen before. And if you follow my channels, you know that I videotape the sky quite often. It's actually how I started my channels. I couldn't help but notice they looked like spirits in the sky. But again, it was time to hit the road. America. Pushing west, finally heading into Oregon. I drove day and night just to make up some time to hit that coastline, and found myself next to the Columbia River. Finally seeing the trees and the landscape of Oregon, which is absolutely amazing. And sadly, right now, this entire place is on fire. The wildfires had popped up in the area, but nothing to the effect that they are right now. Currently, as I'm recording this, Oregon is evacuating and there are massive fires. It's a sad state of affairs. Pushing west, I could almost smell the ocean from where I was, so I kept rolling. All the national parks were closed, sadly, but it didn't stop me from launching drones. If I'm saving this for posterity, hopefully I did history well, because this was amazing. And again, right now, I don't know how much of this is even left. When you're driving in Oregon towards the coastline, you are on the river for a good 90 miles. This is your average gas stop. It's straight up, incredibly winding road, just to find a general store that has one pump outside that they literally walk out and take the padlock off for every customer. Being from the city, I just found that strange. Finally back on 84 West, I continued my push on this road towards the coastline. It's very difficult to get where you're going when you have cameras and you're surrounded by this. But fortunately, I did stop to smell the proverbial roses. This was amazing, and I'm not even sure if people can drive down this right now. It's tough to tell. Absolutely amazing. This is America. It's amazing to drive on this river. You have sheer cliff walls on one side and a large body of water on the other. It's beautiful. I pulled off the highway just in time to catch these two fellas taking a break. It's not mating season, so right now they get along well, but apparently when mating season comes, this gets a little more aggressive, just like in regular life I would expect. These are big boys, much larger than my vehicle, and Oregon offers a perfect habitat for them, as you can see. I finally made it to the coastline, the Pacific Ocean. It was incredibly cold and super windy, so my videoing was cut short because it was terrible conditions. But I still got video and plenty of pictures. It's an amazing environment because it's so drastically different than where I'm from, and I live on the ocean. Beautiful place. If you've never been, try to get there. The sooner the better. With the way things are going right now in the United States and the world, it's tough to know if I'll ever be able to do this again. But I plan on heading out actually today, as soon as I finish uploading this video. The water looks calm, but again, it was cold and incredibly windy, so my video and pictures were cut short. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed this. This is what a typical cross-country trip looks like for the most part. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment and I will return the favor. I am out.